A startling stretch of violence. 4 victims gunned down just since midnight, and 3 of them are women.
And it is making for a sad new figure. We are being told that there are 105 homicides in the city of St. Louis this year, but fewer than half of those cases have been solved. News 4's Russell Kinsall has been looking into the reasons why. He joins us from the Bommarito Street Fleet. Russell.
Well, Jasmine, they call it a clearance rate, the percentage of cases where they get a suspect identified, arrest that person, and file charges against them. For homicides in St. Louis, it's about 45%. Now, part of the reason is that old adage, snitches get stitches. People are afraid to speak up, but I learned today that there's much more to it.
And when it gets to be on your doorstep, you know, it's sad out here how we're losing our young children.
The sad result of gun violence came crashing into Gail Key's car in front of her house at 2:30 this morning. 21-year-old Cianta Cretter and a 23-year-old woman whose identity has not been released were in that car. They'd been shot and were pronounced dead at the scene. Keys is worried about the level of violence in the city and says witnesses have to speak up.
I'm speaking up right now to whoever is listening to me. Please, please drop these guns out here. We're killing innocent children, innocent babies, and it's just enough. It's enough right now.
The clearance rates for homicides in St. Louis is around 45%. Surprisingly, that's within the normal range for major U.S. cities.
Those are complicated investigations that take time, and so unlike CSI, I can't solve a homicide in 40 minutes with 3 commercial breaks.
Matthew Williams lives near the scene where 23-year-old Laura Green was found murdered this morning near Euclid and Hook, an acquaintance of the other women killed. He didn't see what happened, but wants to keep his neighborhood safe for kids to grow up and wouldn't hesitate to call, like the time he reported drug activity.
Most people don't talk, won't tell them. They'll look at it and keep going, you know. But I see it and I get sitting out here and I get tired of them just running back and forth through and passing it out.
I spoke with UMSL criminology professor Dr. Rick Rosenfeld, who said it's very important to keep in mind that oftentimes the victims of violent crime, the witnesses to those crimes, are heavily involved in criminal activity themselves. So they've got a lot to lose if they were to call police, and they really don't care about making the streets any safer. Now, coming up all new on News 4 at 6, the St. Louis Police Department is taking steps to increase the number of homicide cases they solve. What those steps are, coming up at 6. Live downtown, Russell Kinsall, News 4.
St. Louis detectives are also investigating a homicide at around midnight when a man in his 20s was shot and killed in Midtown. This happened in the 3600 block of Finney near Grand. When officers arrived on the scene, they found the victim on the ground near a car. He had been shot in the head. The car he had been next to had been reported stolen. Alyssa?